That beautiful sunrise was photographed at 6:40 a.m. 2 years ago from today. I was very aware when taking that photograph, and why I took that photograph indeed was because I knew it was coming towards the end of August, and already the morning started to feel very autumnal. And I went to work with a spring in my step that morning because I knew I was with Justin and Lee, two people who are always a pleasure to work with. And the day was beautiful. It was sunny, relatively chilly start, and it got to break time, and somebody who'd been noticeably holding back from communicating with me got in touch. It was a not altogether easy conversation. It was just typing to each other through Messenger, but the barrier of communication had been breached. I was so pleased to have heard from them, and I couldn't offer them much time because I have 20 minutes to feed myself in a very physical and tiring job. And later that day, the three of us who were working together got finished early, and as was our way, the grumpiness of the beginning of the day gave way to a lot of joy and a lot of fun, and we shared a lot of laughter late that afternoon. It was so reminiscent of the job that I'd been doing years prior to that, between 1991 and 2008, best part of 2 decades, doing a wonderful job with wonderful people. And it was pretty much potluck as to who I was going to be working with in the job that I was doing at that present time 2 years ago. But that day was so reminiscent of all those years that had gone by, and I was always so happy when I was working with Justin and Lee, and the day ended early, and we had time not to exactly mess around or take it easy. Sometimes crews would phone in to us and say we need help getting done with what we're doing. We'd have to get involved. We had one thing to do, which involved driving past Justin's house, at which we stopped and got an ice lolly from his freezer. And I remember the whole day just being punctuated, or the last part of that day being punctuated with so much happiness and laughter. Just the warmth of an early autumn day, blazing sunshine, and the air wafting through the cab of that lorry. And I just felt so happy. And yeah, that was a lovely day up to a certain point. And the day finished, we got back to the depot we work at, all said our goodbyes, and that day speaks for itself. I got home, and the moment I got level with my road, I realised that somebody who I knew was troubled, the ice had been broken earlier in the day, had lost their battle with depression, and it was pretty obvious just getting level with my road that they were now gone, and they'd lost their battle with depression, anxiety and other problems that were infesting their mind. And here we are 2 years later, and a year ago this day came and went with obvious awareness of what anniversary I was walking through or living through. But I was so concerned about the stability of my living conditions and the behaviour of my housemates and everything like that. The day came and went. But this year I'm just so aware of how, although cloudy today, it's a very similar temperature. The atmosphere is the 29th of August. It feels very different to early summer. Autumn has a very distinct aroma sense. Well, its sensory experience is very different to summer, as you all well know, at whatever point in the world you live geographically. But today started with my daughter being in my company and care, and she disappeared about midday. She's helping her mum set up for a craft store. Her mum's an artist and sells her beautiful artwork online and off. It's nice to see somebody not just hiding in the realms of the online arena, you know, just to try and sell their wares and moaning when they don't, the kind of thing that I would do, you know. And best of luck to her. But yeah, my daughter went home about an hour and a half ago. And yeah, here we are, 29th of August again. It's come round, and this year I can actually feel it. And I think I felt a little bit disappointed in myself last year that I just felt so numb and I didn't feel anything. But this year I'm free to live in a circumstance where I'm not relentlessly concerned about other people. I'm not worried about my future in the same ways. And yeah, for the first time in 2 years I've had the right to grieve and to mourn. And it's funny that was such a wonderful day up to a certain point, and then the lightning strike of tragedy came, as it does for most of us. I think most of us have understanding of the lightning strikes of tragedy, and we have the beauty of the lightning strike of joy as well when love comes visiting. But yeah, it is very nice to be able to walk through this day and actually absorb how it feels. And I don't think many people involved with what occurred that day are particularly going to hear what I say today, but you know, I wish nothing but sincerity in the love that I offer and the sympathy that I feel for a lot of people who are hurting today. God bless. And to she who has gone, miss you so much. You wouldn't believe it. Nothing but love.